What is up, sickos? It is August 14th. I'm Dan from Oregon. This is MMA for breakfast. And did Andy Foster come out and call for an end of cheating? And in his words, extreme weight cutting? And some more news. Let's look into this shit.
It shouldn't be such a big deal.
Be done soon, babe.
History, science, education, energy, everything has always been controlled by the government since day one. CIA!
Look at the time.
You figure it out. You try to figure it out.
It does.
No, because when you look into it, it's common sense. And when you look into it,
So imagine thousands of
What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? So I want to say last week, Jason Floyd of the MMA Report, go check him out on iTunes, Twitter. I got the link in the description down below. He had an excellent conversation with Mike Mazzulli from the Mohegan Sun, and I believe the leader of the ABC, and Andy Foster, who's one of the health regulators and the commission leader out in the state of California. If you guys are not familiar, Andy Foster has came up with a 10-point plan to curb weight cutting. It involves a 10% max cut, adding more divisions such as 65 and 75, and much, much more. And he went out as far just recently with the ABC and called the cuts over 10% in boxing to be cheating, and he won't allow it to happen for any sort of title belt. Lots of changes going on for extreme weight cutting. And he was asked, what is the biggest problem that's going on in the sport right now? He's like, sure, drugs are an issue, but that involves you got to get some smart people and some labs and all this, lots of resources involved to curb something like that. Whereas weight cutting is low-hanging fruit. But I've got a clip here. Why don't we take a listen? This is from the MMA Report, Mike Mazzulli and Andy Foster from August 1st. And you know what? I will copy this and put this into the description once I'm done. So you guys can go back and check this out. So Andy's 10-point plan, Kevin Lee's recent comments. We talk about Darren Till. We talk about boxing matches. But right here, we jump into, what up, BLT? Thanks for jumping in the chat. What he jumps into right away is, what the hell was he talking about? Let's listen to Andy Foster here, who is the, what is his name? The president? President, California State Athletic Commission. Executive Director, Andy Foster. So here is him. This is courtesy of Jason Floyd in the MMA Report. Give him a follow, give him a listen on everywhere you can listen to things.
Concussions. The sport's to get hit in the head. What do you want me to do? Okay, here's what we can do. Every doctor on the universe says that being hydrated is good for your brain. Being dehydrated is bad for your brain.
Agreed.
Well, it makes sense to me, and lots of doctors say that if you're dehydrated, that is a contributing factor to increased potential TBI. Well, how about let's be hydrated?
In MMA, I've always looked at the problem, and I've said this, I think it's just it's a culture problem. And how do you change the culture of, and really it comes from wrestling. I mean, that's where it starts. And, I thought it was very interesting. I know the last Bellator event, you put the weights out there. I think there was 2 or 3 fighters that were over that 10%.
9.
Oh, it's 9?
There were 9.
Wow, I forgot. I didn't remember being that big. I mean, and you've got a UFC card coming Saturday, and one of the guys that's on the card is Ricky Simone. I talked to him recently, and I go, "What's your thoughts on fight night weights being released? Do you have any thoughts on it?" He goes, "I don't care." He's like, it doesn't.
We did get the weights, and this guy Alex Perez showed up 2 weight classes up. Thiago Santos, I believe, showed up 2 classes up. Some crazy shit going on here. He talked about Jason Floyd there about it being the culture in MMA and how it comes from wrestling. What's crazy is the Brazilians, who don't really have that culture of wrestling, they cut more weight than anybody. They're the ones that are averaging 60% of the fighters are cutting over 10%. They didn't add that in here, so let's listen some more.
Affect me. He goes, if my opponent comes in, over that 10%, it is what it is. We're still going to fight. But is it? I do get the sense that there are some people in the management side that are kind of like, maybe don't want to necessarily send their fighters to California. Have you gotten that sense because of your 10-point plan?
Yep. And, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that provisions designed for the health and safety of athletes and to ensure fair competition would be restrictive in the certain particular heavy weight cutters wanting to come to California. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for a lot of reasons. For one thing, I think it's a fair statement to say that many of these people are in the wrong weight class. Okay, many of these people are in the wrong weight class. Their management should advise them to move up. Their promoter should advise them to move up. Lots of people, they should move up themselves. These weight cuts. And this
is it. I love that. Not only is he putting it on the fighter, he's putting it on the camp, the management, the promotion, and ultimately he's going to say, us as an athletic commission, what should we do?
What's crazy about it, we have study after study we keep doing in California. This drastic weight cut is not showing an increase in wins. Now, unfortunately, it's not showing a decrease either. It's a wash doing this. But it just doesn't, I just don't see, what are we doing? What are we as regulators allowing to happen? We sit there and allow this to happen.
I want to take it one further. What are we as fans allowing to doing? The media, we should all be way more vocal about this. What's crazy is Jason Floyd there was very few reporters that actually even reported on this shit. Yeah, they told you a little bit about what happened at the ABC with boxing commissions, but why not have this guy on? Why not discuss what's actually going on here? Us as fans need to start calling out for more. That's why I'm on the 165, 175 pound bandwagon. That's why I'm asking, why are we letting Max Holloway try to drop to 155 from 185 in a week? Why are we letting Darren Till try and, he went blind last time he made 174.5.
I am just at a loss. Let me tell you something, Jason. There is not one less person that is not going to come watch that fight if we move that fight up 5 pounds. They're not losing no money. They're not losing no ticket sales. Nobody's losing nothing. And every one of the contracts, every one of them says subject to commission approval. Every one of them says that. Well, the commission has the authority to move these fights up. So I'm at a loss on some of it.
Dude, okay. Andy is sick of it, man. I come up with this 10-point plan. You guys don't want to respect it, okay? And now he's gone as far as, what the hell can we do? Can we just move these fights up a weight class when they show up? Andy, I want to get a follow-up podcast with him. Why did he allow Alex Perez to fight Jose Shorty Torres at 125s when he showed up higher weight than Cody Garbrandt, than Demetrius Johnson, came in higher than Henry Cejudo? Some guys we thought were cutting massive weights, and some guys that we know are already fighting him at bantamweight. Alex Perez, a flyweight, came in higher weight than them. Why did that happen, Andy?
And it's a complicated issue that doesn't have to be complicated.
Okay.
The thing is, and we can look at just at the UFC as a classic example. There are several fighters who, Kelvin Gastelum, perfect example. Guy,
What are you guys thinking of this, man? There's some crazy shit going on here. Dan agrees. I don't. I'd like less divisions, if any. Well, BLT, what if you gave me one more weight class, but we got rid of interim belts? BLT, how would you feel about that? We actually have belts that are respected, belts that mean something. You can do more super fights. I would like to see some rules on guys not being able to jump up and down and up and down. That's one thing I want to avoid. I think weight cutting needs dealing with. I like a lot what one does. but I like the divisions as is. BLT, so one, we can like them all we want, but what the hell is one letting Martin Wynn go out there and cut weight down to the bantamweight division? He was your featherweight champion and your lightweight champion. Okay, you can move up, no problem. That makes sense. And then you let him drop down to bantamweight when supposedly you got hydration tests. Yet there's interviews and quotes where he came out and said that he felt a little off, a little drained from his, I don't know if he said weight cut, but he pretty much came out and said it. You wanker can wank 10 times a day. Congratulations. You're like a 13-year-old boy. The belts mean nothing, Dan, and they never will again. They are strictly for show. I would say you're about half correct there, Steve Johnson. Half of them are still in alignment. What do they call them? The linear title? Remember the lightweight linear title that took off when the UFC got rid of it and then whirled all the way back around? And then I guess fucking Connor's holding it right now. Connor's your linear champ. Tony was your interim champ. Habib's your now champ by beating Ally Kenta. It's weird. It's weird. But now the linear champ's going to fight the real champ, and it'll linear. Lineal champ. There we go. Thank you, Steve Johnson. What up? And so, what the hell? They start going into some other discussion. You guys should really go back and listen to this. This is one of the best podcasts you can give a listen to. Go listen to Mike Mazzulli and Andy Foster. They've almost had enough, dude. They really want to tackle this low fruit and weight cutting, and we really should. Freaking getting drugs out of the sport is going to be damn near impossible. The richer and richer you get, the more drugs you get that aren't as detectable. Fuck, weird shit going on there. So go ahead and give this a listen. Excellent stuff over there. Maybe I'll get some more clips for you in the future. Another women's fight has been added to 228. Irina Aldana will face Lucy Polvito and the bantamweight banger already on this card. Nico Mentani, Valentina Shevchenko, Jessica Andrade, Karolina Kolikiewicz, and Tatiana Suarez versus Carla Esparza. Why is that one on the main card? I get the other two being on the main card, but 3 on the main card. I love women's MMA. You're kind of pushing it. This would have been a great FS1 main event right here. And these two fights of fire. If you don't want to watch this, you're not freaking paying attention. That's for god darn sure. But that's added to the list. These two ladies headed to Texas. If a man wants to fight for a living, they should expect to get hurt, says Kenshiro. What up, Kenshiro? Hey, and girls want equality out there. There's a great equality video that everyone should see. And apparently in this bar, they got it's a fireball themed bar, I guess. So she's pouring shots. You get up on the, what do you want to call that? That's like a barber's chair. You get a shot. But during this, boom, girl wants to walk by and smack a girl in the ass. Wham! She starts getting smacked around. What are you doing, girl? That's so... Can't just go around groping chicks, man. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. Women been fighting forever for equality in the world. There you go. I love it. Watch some girls get smacked around. It's always a good time. Holy shit, there's some Disney star out here snorting a whole line of coke shaped like a Disney or a Mickey Mouse. Hey, I'm Demi Lovato and you're watching Disney Channel. Whoop. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, of course it's going to lag like crazy. Jay Smooth, women deserve equal rights and lefts like everybody else. Well said, Jay. I don't know who this girl is. Apparently a Disney star. And she's out there. It's Saturday night. Get ready for UFC 228. Let's go. Look at that. Someone needs to make a promo of like, let's get ready for the UFC. Maybe right over Face the Pain. Face the Pain. Shit. What else? Why was I on this? I'm not sure why I had that one pulled up. There might have been something else we're supposed to look on to. Oh, shit. I don't know if this is out in Ireland. It's coming from MMA Netherlands. Out in the Dublin, Ireland. We got a picture of D hanging out with Habib. Who's seen this? D's effing around with Connor. She's like, Connor, you don't want to put a ring on it? I don't know if they got married or not. And whoever posted this, they're like, man, the MMA community is the best. Habib, you dog, says Kenshiro. Oh, that was animal_lover87, and he's going to make another appearance over here. Nothing's better than spending time in nature. Animals, Katie's been listening to the podcast. He knows what's up. Watching the show. Out there in the kayak. On some sort of reservoir, what it looks like. Well done, sir. Well done. I like what you're doing there. Oh, shit. Fight Nights Global coming hard. ACB come back hard. It's like UFC had all of summer and PFL came in for summer and they just took all the shine. But to be honest, man, I miss my my Friday morning MMA, my Russian MMA. I miss my Saturday morning. And August 31st, which is what? Okay, that's a Friday. Friday morning. They're headed to freaking, what was it? Oh, Big Marcel. Uh-oh. We gotta go back and find it. Fight Nights Global 88, August 31st. Going to Kazakhstan. What is this? Oh no! ACB 89 title fight just got pulled. Albert Tumanov's opponent. We'll see if Tumanov can get... was that the champion he was facing? More Moscow Madness news going on. Announcements over here at ACB 90. Where the hell was it? Alright, I'll find it. Let's go back to the chat real quick. What up, Flat Earth? What up, Pulse? Everyone, thanks for stopping by. We were talking extreme weight cutting today, and there is a podcast with Mike Mazzulli, leader of, what do you want to call it? The Mohegan Sun Athletic Commission. Andy Foster, the executive director from California State Athletic Commission. They call extreme weight cutting cheating and much, much more. Oh, we got an Ali Abdelaziz sighting. We got another announced fight for UFC Boise. Or no, sorry. Bellator 205 Boise. Johnny Nunez versus Josh Wick. Announcement for an LFA fight. Uh-oh. ACB 90. Tanaka versus Borisov. Ooh, that looks like a good one. We already heard about that. Jose Quinonez versus Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley announced that yesterday, I believe on Ariel's show. He's going to start off the UFC 229 broadcast. Conor and Khabib's going to finish it. Volkov versus the Black Beast is in there as well. You'll probably get OSP and Dominic Reyes on the main card. That leaves like one more slot on there. What's happening, Drunk Savage? Check out my interview with MMA DNA. Brian Barberina. Nice. Oh, and the UFC 228 lineup was announced. Diego Sanchez is going to be on the Fight Pass prelims versus Craig White. It kind of makes sense. You're kind of going back to the old Eric Winter days. Shout outs to Eric Winter, the god of Fight Pass, who gave us the Fight Pass main events. This is kind of another one of those. And yet, great fight. Great European time slot for the European fighter. I understand what you're doing there. And there's a few guys up here ahead where I'm like, maybe they should have been above, but nah, it makes a lot of sense. Your FX main event looks like Aljamain Sterling and Cody Stamann. Oh shit, PFL 6. This weekend, Kayla Harrison's back, the judo champ. We got a couple Magomedovs on the card. Ray Cooper getting another shot at the main event slot. Powerful Ray Cooper, powerful. Rick Story on the undercard. Jake Shields is fighting on the undercard. Oh, John Howard as well. Those guys are all back. Jay Smooth, you better get ready for this, man. We're going to have a long day ahead of us for PFL, but we're getting awesome fights. Eddie Gordon. Let's make this big for everybody. Sorry. Look at that. Look at that. Special event, women's lightweight. And I heard that Kayla Harrison was potentially going to try coming in at 150 pounds this time. She was fighting at 155, slowly going to maybe try making that weight cut, make that transition down to 145s. There is no 155s division, so it totally makes sense. Damn, the prelims are stacked. Yeah, but don't call them the prelims, Jay. If one of these guys comes out with a first-round finish and gets 6 points, boom, you're in the playoffs. That's the Facebook Live PFL 6 card. The Facebook Watch. Make sure you tune in for Facebook Watch. Make sure you tune in for MMA Buds featuring Dan and Jay Smooth come Thursday. We're going to hit you hard this weekend. You got Brave 14 happening from Morocco and Tangiers. I will definitely be live from that. Hopefully get a co-host and much, much more. What else was there, Jay? Bellator 204, I think, coming up. And potentially an LFA card or something. Or maybe Titan. Maybe Titan was this weekend. I don't think so, though. What else we got? Big Marcel. AJ McKee versus John Teixeira is your new headliner for Boise. So McKee, I'll have to look up that John Teixeira guy. How do you spell that name? Is that it? I'm not very good. That's why they call him Glover on the posters. Oh shit, 21-3-2? I'll be here Thursday. Jay will definitely be here. Fantastic. Tune in for PFL 6. MMA Buds. Live reaction. Alright, so 21-3-2. John, where have you been? You're 31 years old, from Brazil, the featherweight division. You lost to Daniel Wichel and Pat Curran. Ew. Been fighting for Bellator since 2014. Had one fight in the UFC, lost via split decision, and they never brought him back? What? He goes on a crazy tear since then? Lost a split and a unanimous decision to Pat Curran. Pat Curran was going to be the dude in the main event. Here comes the guy who just lost to him, though. I guess I get your thinking there. Why not? Pat Curran can maybe get the winner. Who knows? That's who he is, though. Let's keep going. September 14th gets another fight announcement. Ooh, lots of fight announcements on that one. Here it is. Here's back to what the hell we were talking about. Astantha. I don't even know how to. Astana, Kazakhstan. I believe that's where the Shevchenko sisters are from. You could have just seen some photos of them out at the lake over there. I forget what's Valentina's sister's name. Go follow her, and you could get some pics of that. But Fight Nights Global is going to happen this month and next month. ACB coming in next month. Fight Nights Global, I guess, lost Omar Nurmagomedov to PFL. I guess that's pretty much a thing. Oh, and you guys are talking about Tyson Fury versus the Brown Bomber Wilder. What's Tyson Fury's Twitter? Don Tyson Fury. He brought it to the mofo. Kazakhstan, the land of the Kazakh gypsy fights. Check this shit out, though. Wait. Is he fighting on the 18th? I'm not even sure. Okay, what the hell's going on here? What did he tweet out to? Maybe it was reply. Dude, he's tweeting 3 hours ago. Who runs his account? There's way too many posts going on over here. Oh, here's a clip.
If he chins me, I'll crawl across the ring on my knees and kiss his 2 feet. Because he's obviously a better man than me. And a better man than I've ever been. Listen, I don't make excuses. If I can beat Francesco Pianetta, I'll beat another boxer. Big deal. But if he beats me, he's going on to something very big. It's life-changing for him. And if I can't beat Francesco Pianetta, then I'm going nowhere. Because it's not a world title fight, we know that. It's a comeback fight. Francesco Pianetta is a very dangerous opponent. To me, they're only bums anyway. They're all bums. So
that's getting me kind of stoked for that shit. All right, we're coming in. Jay Smooth, are you going to be available? Let me know. We're going to definitely watch that Fury fight. Get the BT Sports up and rolling. Saturday morning. I'm down. Are you guys down? And how about this poster from Boss Logic for Invicta 31? 2 Brazilians are going at it. What division is this? The strawweights, 115. The Scottish Rite Temple in Kansas City, September 1st. So the day after, that's on Saturday, the day after Fight Nights Global 88. Here we go. And how about that poster by Boss Logic? UFC puts out their poster for 228. It's a freaking dumpster fire. Boss Logic touches it up for 20 minutes, makes it badass. Here's him actually putting some effort into a poster. Why the hell is Invicta the ones that have hired Boss Logic but not the UFC? What's going on here, man? Why is his voice so scruffy, says Pulse. I have no idea. What up, El Chapo? Fury, Wilder, Joshua, who will be number 1? Let's wait until Saturday to put Fury into that list. Steve Sparks, what up? Guys, you missed a great episode discussing weight cutting. Andy Foster did an interview with Sam Kaplan. Go check out the MMA report. You could sign up right on your phone. Yeah, and straight to iTunes. Get your hands on it. It's awesome. Extreme weight cutting is cheating. It is straight up cheating, and Andy Foster has had enough. He's thinking about when these guys come in, he's weighing them the day of the fights. He might move a fight up a weight class, just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You're fighting up a weight class. Maybe you give Jose Shorty Torres a chance to freaking turn down the fight because he fought a guy that was up 2 weight classes. Thiago Santos, up 2 weight classes. He weighed above the, what's it called? Light heavyweight limit. And he fought at middleweight. He did come out and say he'll be fighting at light heavyweight probably sooner rather than later. So take that with what it is. David Flores jumping in the chat. You know Wilder will be in the fight too? I believe if Fury wins, he's looking at a Wilder fight. Yes, Wanka, you're correct. That's the word on the street that I got. What other clips does Fury got up here? Because the shit he was talking to Wilder was hilarious. Holy smokes, he tweets a lot. Shout outs to my brother. Dave, it was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, bro. That's all the news I got, though. I don't know what the hell else might have happened. Full-time roasted El Chapo with his mods. They don't like opposing opinions there. Say what? Gotta listen to opposing opinions, man. Okay, what the hell are we looking at? We're just scrolling randomly through Fury shit now. This Fury guy, though, he's got some crazy views. Apparently, he, like, straight up went nuts after one of his last fights. Gained a shit ton of weight. Started spitting off a bunch of, like, conspiracy theory stuff. Shit that I'm into. It's Dave from Oregon. Dave's from Arizona. Tyson Fury return. I'm stoked for this, though. This will be Saturday. If Fury wins Saturday, there's supposed to be a contract in place for Fury versus Wilder in Vegas. That's what I've heard, man. There's a lot of momentum behind that. Meanwhile, Parker is going to fight someone over there. And if both of them can get, whoever gets through this one, let's get that fight done. Let's get the winners of these fights linked up. Let's make it happen. All right, I can't find that fight where he was bringing it to that guy. The tweet. But that's all I got. What the hell you guys got? This is all the MMA for breakfast. I hope you guys got your fill. I prefer that Fury, the madness, and the theories and drug use are great, says Steve Johnson. Nice. Connor is Fury's protege, says Pulse. That's funny shit. But man, let's get ready for Nebraska. I'm just kidding. What's coming? PFL 6. And then that Fury fight. What else is that? Bellator. I mean, I can't type right now. Bellator 204. Tapology. This is happening on the 17th, on Friday, I believe. Caldwell versus Lahat. Storley versus Matthews from Sioux Falls. 13 fights on Friday. So hell yeah, tune into some Bellator prelims on Bellator Live. That shit's always fun. They usually have some exciting shit going on there as well. So PFL 6, Bellator 204. Fury versus Pinata, or whatever that guy's name was, and much, much more. That's what we got coming to us this week. That's what the MMA Buds is going to bring you. Who brings you more live reactions in the game? Nobody does. That's why you need to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and the bell so you always get notified when I'm going to go live. Who knows? Who knows? Make sure you tune in from the beginning. If you love the channel, follow me on Twitter. If you got any questions, comments, or you want me to hit on your topics, tweet them at me, at Dan from Oregon, right there. Hatton probably weighs 260. Tucson's hot as balls, says Dave Flores. That sounds accurate. Too many Conyer casuals will flock to it, says Jay Smooth. Man, that's almost the new definition of casual. You got your tough casual. Now there's the Conner casual. That's it for MMA for breakfast today, though. I'm Dan from Oregon. Back to you, sickos. I'm out of here. Peace.